Children, have you ever been to hill station? Or, if you live in the hills, have you visited the plains? Are the hills cooler or warmer than plains? Let us learn about it. So, today we are going to learn briefly about hills and mountains. The Northern Mountains. From Class 4 Social Studies. The Northern Mountains stretch like a great wall across the northern and northeastern parts of our country. It includes the Karakoram, Ladakh, and the Himalayan ranges of the mountains. The Himalayas extend for 2,500 kilometers from Jammu and Kashmir in the north, to Arunachal Pradesh in the northeast. It is about 450 kilometers wide in Kashmir and narrows down to about 160 kilometers to the northeast. The word Himalaya in Sanskrit means abode of snow. 9 of the 10 highest peaks in the world are in the Himalayan range. The highest mountain peak is Mount Everest in Nepal. It is 8,848 meters high. Did you know? A pass is the lowest point in a range of mountains. Passes are of great help to travelers and traders wanting to cross high mountain ranges. The Rohtang Pass in Himachal and Natula in Sikkim are important passes in the Himalayas. The Himalayas consist of 3 mountain ranges that run parallel to each other. The Himadri or the Greater Himalayas, the Himachal or the Middle Himalayas, the Shawalik or the Outer Himalayas, the Himadri or the Greater Himalayas. This is the northernmost ranges of the Himalayas. It is the highest of the 3 ranges and contains all the highest peaks, including Mount Everest. Most peaks in the Himadri remain permanently covered with the snow. Kanchenjunga and Annapurna are 2 of the highest mountain peaks of these ranges. Kanchenjunga, 8,586 meters, is the highest peak in India. Did you know? The second highest mountain peak in the world is Mount Godwin Austen, also called K2. It is 8,611 meters high, and it lies in the Karakoram range. The Karakoram range lies north of the Himalayas. Several rivers such as the Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra, Indus, and Satluj rise from the Himadri. They arise from the moving sheets of ice called glaciers. As the glaciers move down to warmer regions, the ice melts and gives rise to rivers. The river Ganga starts from the Gangotri Glacier. The Himachal or Middle Himalayas. The Himachal range lies to the south of the Himadri range. The mountains are not as high as in the Himadri range. This region consists of forest-covered mountain ranges, and fertile and beautiful valleys. Only some peaks are covered with snow throughout the year. Most people live in hill towns such as Mussoorie, Shimla, and Darjeeling, or in valleys such as Srinagar, Nainital, and Kangra. The Shawalik or Outer Himalayas. The southernmost and the lowest range of the Himalayas is the Shawalik. The slopes are covered with thick forests, which are home to a variety of wild animals. The area at the foothills of the Shawalik range is called the Tarai region. It receives heavy rainfall and the land is fertile. Deforestation in the Shawalik and the Tarai region for wood has destroyed many of the forests. The government has made several protected forest areas such as the Corbett National Park and the Kaziranga National Park to stop deforestation and protect animals. Planting of trees is also being taken up. The importance of the Himalayas. The Himalayas act like a wall on our northern borders, and protect our country from enemies. They also protect us from the cold winds blowing from Central Asia. The Himalayas stop the monsoon winds from going further north, and thus bring heavy rainfall to the northern plains of India. The forests in the Himalayan region are home to several wild animals. They are also a source of wood, medicine, and other useful things. Several rivers originate in the Himalayas. They provide us with water, and make our land fertile. Dams built over these rivers provide us with electricity. Life in the northern mountains. A number of states are located in the northern mountains. These are Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, West Bengal, Assam, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, Meghalaya, and Arunachal Pradesh. Jammu and Kashmir. The state is almost entirely mountainous. It is very cold in winter. Srinagar is the summer capital and Jammu the winter capital of the state. The beautiful Kashmir Valley is the favorite of tourists. It is surrounded by snow-covered mountains and has the lovely Dal and Wooler lakes. Houses on boats called houseboats float on the lakes. These are mostly used as hotels. Small boats called shikaras are used for boating and as floating shops. The traditional loose kurta worn by men and women in Kashmir is called firan. To keep warm in winters, people in Kashmir keep an earthen pot with burning coal, known as kangari, beneath their firan. The people of Kashmir make beautiful handicrafts from wood, brass, silver, and papier-mâché. Saffron is a special crop of the state. Kashmiri, Dogri, Urdu and Ladakhi are the languages spoken here. Eid and Shivratri are the main festivals. Himachal Pradesh. Himachal Pradesh, with its snow-clad mountains, is a very beautiful state. Its capital is Shimla. Thousands of tourists visit the hill stations of Shimla, Dalhousie, Kullu, and Manali every year. The toy train which takes people from Kalka to Shimla is a special attraction. The climate here is ideal for the growth of fruits like apples, cherries, plums, apricots, and peaches. The traditional clothes of women include tight pajamas and loose kurtas, with scarves around their heads. The men wear tight pajamas and loose shirts with colorful caps. Hindi is the official language of the state, but people mostly speak in Pahari. The main festivals are the Shahara and the Wale. The Dashahara celebrations of Kullu are famous. Uttarakhand. This recently formed hill state contains the Garhwal and Kumaon ranges. Dehradun is the capital of the state. Mussoorie in Garhwal and Nainital in Kumaon are important hill stations. The slopes are covered with thick forests of pine, oak, deodar, and fir trees. They are home to a variety of birds and animals. Gangotri, Yamunotri, Badrinath, and Kedarnath are important places of religious and tourist interest. Sikkim. Gangtok is the capital of this small hill state. Kanchenjunga in Sikkim is the third highest mountain peak in the world. The state is famous for its orchids. Most of the people here belong to the Lepcha, Bhutia, or Nepali tribe. The women of the state traditionally wear long skirts called barku and colorful jewelry made from beads. West Bengal. The northern mountains are confined to the northern parts of this state. Darjeeling is the hill station situated in the northern part of West Bengal. It is famous for the tea grown on the slopes of the hills. The northeastern states. Towards the east, the Himalayan ranges run across the 7 states of Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Manipur, Tripura, and Mizoram. They are called the Seven Sisters. Arunachal Pradesh. Most of Arunachal Pradesh is covered by mountains. The Brahmaputra River enters India through this state. Its capital is Itanagar. Assam. Assam is the one of the largest states in this region. Its capital is Dispur. It has large tea plantations where thousands of people work. Assam is famous for its silk. Parts of Assam are covered by the northern plains. Meghalaya. The capital of Meghalaya is the beautiful hill station of Shillong. The state gets the heaviest rainfall in the country. Nagaland. Nagaland is the home of the Nagars. Its capital is Kohima. The Nagas wear colorful shawls. Manipur. The capital of Manipur is Imphal. The Manipuri dance is famous all over the country. Mizoram. Mizoram is situated in the south of the region. Its capital is Aizawl. The main language of the state is Mizo. Tripura. Tripura is surrounded on 3 sides by Bangladesh. Its capital is Agartala. The people of the state make beautiful things from cane and bamboo. Know the fact. Houses in mountains have sloping roofs so that rain and snow can slide off easily from the roofs. Words to remember. Deforestation. The cutting down of trees on a large scale. Tarai. Foothills of the Shivalik Range. Houseboat. A house on a boat, found in Kashmir. Shikara. A small boat in Kashmir mostly used for boating for pleasure, and as floating shops. Firan. A long loose gown worn by people in Kashmir. Kangari. Earthen pot with burning coal, carried by people in Kashmir in winter. Baku. Long skirts traditionally worn by women of Sikkim.